Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Tuesday, the 27th day of June. Today is Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises Day. So if you work for a small business or a micro business or a medium business, today's your day. Today is National Sunglasses Day. It's a good time of year for that.
Oh, for sure.
National Onion Day. There is no such
Love
thing as a good time of
onions.
year for that. Oh, I'm not a fan. Although recently I've ventured into trying things.
You have had onion rings,
I did. I
which
had onion
I'm
ring
really
with,
proud of you.
with an onion in it.
Yeah.
National Ice Cream Cake Day. Oh, I love that stuff. National PTSD Awareness Day. National Orange Blossom Day. And National HIV Testing Day. All of these things happening on this Tuesday. And we've got a crazy man on the loose. We're going to be chatting with Charlie coming up, Heidi's dad. And he'll be in the studio again. I'm excited. He is more fun when he's in the studio.
Oh, I agree
When he's on the phone,
completely.
I'm pretty sure he can't hear most of what we're saying. Because we'll say something and he just keeps on rolling. So he'll be in the studio in just a bit. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. What's the best way to keep your dog happy and healthy as they age? Let them run with the pack. With kids, not so much. According to a new study, in a large survey, the largest of its kind, researchers polled more than 21,000 dog owners to determine what health factors are important to keep a canine aging well alongside their humans. From the survey, 5 key factors emerged that will impact a dog's health: neighborhood stability, household income, social time with children, social time with animals, and the owner's age. But by far, the effect of a social support canine companionship was 5 times stronger than financial or any other factors.
Really?
The study concluded this shows that for dogs, like many other animals, socializing is important to their health. But the researchers were surprised to note that there were negative effects on a dog's health if there were small children in the household. So,
Well, I suppose just the
yeah.
stress.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Yeah.
my nephew, but this is when he was younger. When he would come over, we had 2 puppies then.
Oh, my
And our
gosh.
one dog would she would go
She was
catatonic.
terrified.
He'd pick her up and drag her around the house. We're like, put her down. She's not a toy. Put her down. And he would still go find her. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know? Despite the incredible popularity of TikTok, a new survey shows it definitely has a way to go among the under 12 crowd before it becomes the favorite social media platform. An online survey for the U.S. Precise Advertiser Report says kids found that 9 out of 10 kids access content on YouTube versus 4 out of 10 for TikTok.
Yeah, keep them away from TikTok.
The rest of the top 5 in order, this again for kids, young kids, following YouTube and then TikTok, were Facebook, then Instagram, then Snapchat. This is for kids under 12.
Right.
I think a lot of the stuff that I see on social media is probably not designed for kids
I
under 12.
agree completely.
But there's a reason that you're supposed to be older to be on those things.
Yep.
So anyway, I think that's interesting. 9 out of 10 kids get content on YouTube. I could see that. It didn't exist when I was a kid, so we didn't have that. Yeah, I'm older than YouTube, kids. I'm older than a lot of things. Yeah, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. He says he did not give in to peer pressure. Colin Jost is denying that he was smoking ganja when his former Saturday Night Live co-star Pete Davidson decided to purchase a decommissioned Staten Island ferry. So he wrote on Instagram that he's like, it's even worse. I wasn't stoned. I was stone cold sober. He's like, I was not. Davidson was very stoned, but I was completely sober. So anyway, they invested $280,000 to buy a broken boat. And he said, no, I was not under the influence of anything. Because he's like, my mom's going to see this. That's what really happened.
Sure.
Carrie Fisher's last movie is finally going to see an audience 7 years after her death. She's been gone 7 years. She's in a film
That
called...
doesn't seem right, does it?
No,
that
it
seems
doesn't.
like that just happened.
Wonderwell. 6 weeks before she died, she filmed this back in 2016. Now the movie is slated to premiere in theaters June 23rd. So that means it just came out Friday. I didn't even know this. The film's official synopsis reads, a coming-of-age fairy tale set between modern-day Italy and an imaginary realm just beyond Wonderwell. And Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan were in 2 films that were huge together. You know,
Yeah.
they were almost in 3.
Oh, I didn't.
He was first choice for a thing called When Harry Met Sally. He said no.
Oh,
Billy
really?
Crystal said yes. Yeah, interesting stuff. All right, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. According to a study, more than half of Americans aged 65 and older now use the internet. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool when you think about that.
It seems to me like it should be higher.
Do you remember when your mother first got on the internet?
I do.
She did not like it at all. And then she called me because she couldn't figure out her email. But she called and she goes, I'm having trouble with my Yahoo. I'm like, your what? Your what? My Yahoo's not working. I'm like, you
Why
mean
are you
Yahoo?
calling me?
Your Yahoo's not working. Let's make sure we say that right. And scientists claim that over 50% of household toothbrushes have fecal matter on them.
That
Ugh.
would be true. Because
I
most
think-
people have them sitting in like a container on their sink.
Don't do that. That's yuck. No, don't. Yeah,
That's
don't.
yuck.
That's yuck. And get set for a new form of communication with your car. Mercedes-Benz and Microsoft have agreed to add ChatGPT to the new Mercedes-Benz cars in the US of A. I'm not sure if I like this, but they say ChatGPT, which is Microsoft's generative artificial intelligence software, can engage in a very human-like dialogue. They say many vehicles already have human voice command capabilities, so you can ask the computer to adjust the temperature, to find a navigation destination, or place a phone call. But ChatGPT will make these voice commands more fluid and natural, and it will be able to remember the context of what's being discussed and engage in back-and-forth dialogue with the driver or passenger, according to Microsoft. With ChatGPT, the system will be able to respond to a wider range of requests, including ones that might not even be related to the car or to the driver. Like what, you might ask? You could ask for a quick recipe. Why would you need that while you're
driving?
Or you could ask, what's the best time of the year for a trip to a certain destination? The ChatGPT system can also interact with other apps to do things like making restaurant reservations or purchasing movie tickets for you. So I don't know. It's probably very convenient, and maybe
I don't like
someday
any of it.
we'll look back and go, why didn't you want that? But I don't think I need any of that.
No.
Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at InsuranceChicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to InsuranceChicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at InsuranceChicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Week number 2 in the studio.
Yes, Charlie's here. We appreciate you being here. So you got some good stuff for us?
We're going to set a world record on this.
Oh, really? What's that?
How many times in a row I'm in the studio?
Oh, that would be good. I
That
like
would be very cool. I
That'd
like
be really
that.
nice. We love it when you're here. Although our dog just left the room, so maybe
Oh, there you go.
she says, "You're wearing out your welcome, old man."
Probably. Hey, now, Fluff, you don't like this, but do you know 100,000 tons of bubble gum is chewed every year around the world?
I do not like that.
She's not a fan.
I am not a fan. Hubba Bubba. Scary
why don't
stuff.
you like bubble gum?
The Hubba Bubba incident of 85. It's a terrifying day. It's ingrained in my
85.
memory.
Oh, I've heard all about it.
85, bad year.
It was
Bad year for
It
bubble
was a
gum.
bad year.
It was a cool day. Overcast skies.
Well, then, hey, did you know that McDonald's once made bubble gum flavored broccoli?
Oh, wow.
Ew.
That's bizarre.
Ew.
That must have been around 85, too.
Yuck.
Ew.
Doesn't sound
I
great.
can't even imagine trying to eat that.
I can see why that didn't make it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then let's switch across the world here. In Africa, it was said that various tribes accepted large quantities of bubble gum in lieu of sheep and oxen as payment for a wife.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Just buy some Wrigley and stop and see them.
I'll give you 3 double bubbles for your wife. Make it 4. No, 3.
Throw in a bazooka, Joe, and you got a deal.
She ain't worth 4. Well, maybe she is. Who knows? Hey, did you know that medical errors are a top cause of death?
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that terrifying?
That's very sad, too. Because you know that they don't want to. It's an accident. It's a medical error. How bad would you feel if you kept having errors that caused patients to die?
Well, you should kind of know it's coming. They flat out call it medical practice.
Ooh.
That's why they're practicing.
Practicing.
They
on
don't
you.
know.
Practicing? I don't know if that's how you say it, but I like it. It's a good,
It's all in the pronunciation.
it is in the pronunciation, yes.
Hey, then did you know that there is only one letter that does not appear in any U.S. state name?
I'm going to guess it is.
Z?
No, Arizona has
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna say
Arizona has a
Q.
Z.
You're right.
Q.
Give that man a cigar.
Thank you. Thank you.
First time in his life he's been right.
I was right one other time. I
The
married
day
your
he
daughter.
married me.
Well, I wouldn't call that right. I think you got the bad end of that deal.
Hey,
You're sitting right there. I'm sorry.
He ain't talking behind your back.
I'm right here.
You eat Captain Crunch?
I
I
used to
love
love it.
Captain Crunch.
What's his full name?
Oh my gosh.
Cornelius.
Nope.
No. What was
What
it?
was it?
Horatio Magellan Crunch.
Yeah.
Magellan. Yeah. Horatio Magellan.
There you go. You got better pronunciation than I do.
It's all in the pronunciation.
It's all in pronunciation, Charlie. That might be my favorite thing you've ever said here.
And then, do you know who Shakira is?
Shakira, yeah.
Shakira.
Singer.
Do you know she was rejected from the school choir because the teacher thought she sounded like a goat?
No kidding. Huh. I bet that teacher feels silly now.
Or she's just had her suspicions confirmed globally.
Here's another music question. Why do we do music questions? Oh,
I don't
'cause
know. You're the one that comes up with these
Don't
things.
know. Ask your staff.
well, I fired them half of it. I'm kind of winging this on my own.
Oh, you're doing fine. We couldn't even tell.
And I paid them big bucks to do this.
I don't know who your speechwriter is, but they're getting all the pronunciations just right.
Hey, the only member of the band ZZ Top without a beard is who?
Mr. Beard.
What's his first name?
I don't know. Harry Beard?
Frank.
Frank Beard. Hey, I got a question for you. Who is the author of the 1960 novel about social and racial inequity? The novel is called To Kill a Mockingbird. Do you remember who wrote that?
Oh, yeah. Oscar Felix. Who in the hell would I know?
No. Heidi, do you remember? This is supposed to be something you would know if you're a second grader.
A second grader?
I don't know. Maybe a fifth grader. I don't remember what it was.
I can't remember who.
Harper Lee.
Okay.
Harper Lee. You want one more? I bet you're both going to get this right.
Okay.
Heidi, you be quiet and
Sure.
let Charlie
Okay.
try first, okay? What force pulls objects towards Earth's core and keeps humans from floating off into the sky?
Gravity.
Yes, gravity. See, would you have gotten that one, Heidi?
Yes, I would have.
That's because she's seen the answer. She don't know what she's talking about.
Charlie, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for joining us 2 weeks in a row.
Okay, bye,
Bye,
Fluff.
Daddy.
Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to better credit cards.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
All bran is not all bran. It's only 87% bran. So it's,
Okay.
the name 87% bran didn't sound as good.
It didn't stick.
No, it didn't stick. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In 2001, a cow was discovered with a rare genetic mutation that caused it to produce low-fat milk.
Oh.
Yeah, so it just came out low-fat. That's weird. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you order white tea in China, you know what you'll be served? Boiling water with nothing in it.
Oh.
That's white tea.
Okay.
So it's just the water with no tea in it.
I don't know why anybody would want that,
I
but
don't
all
know.
right.
If you just want hot water, there you go. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Eye of newt, toe of frog, and wool of bat are just archaic terms for mustard seed, buttercup, and holly leaves.
Really?
Yeah, so mustard seed is eye of newt, toe of frog is buttercup, and wool of bat is holly leaves. Gonna have a little eye of newt on my hot dog later. All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. In a survey asking what perks people would like from their ideal job, the top 3 responses were health insurance,
Right.
life insurance, and this. What is it? Health insurance, life insurance, and?
Dental.
No, a gym membership.
Oh.
So there you go. Bosses, are you listening? I don't know that. Some of those are going to be a lot easier than others, I'm telling you. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. An Ontario parent has gone viral after uploading to TikTok what she calls the most hilarious birthday invitation ever. Natalie Leclerc says she was absolutely thrilled when her son came home with this invitation, which definitely didn't beat around the bush in terms of what kids and parents should expect from the party. Sharing a photo of the invitation, she reads it aloud. You are invited to Ellie and Eddie's 5th birthday. This event is brought to you by Pinterest Fails and the Dollar Store. So please set your expectations appropriately.
Oh,
as requested, the theme will be unicorns, but with rainbows and maybe bats. But there should be princesses and also Minnie, and we need dancing lights. So dress accordingly. The invite continues. Please pack a bathing suit, sunscreen, and puddle jumpers in case your sweet baby angel decide our original plan is not so great. The pool would be better. If you would like to drop off and run, we support that entirely. But if you would like to stay, and we will provide some adult juice and deny any offers of help to be polite. But deep down, we want the support. You do you. She concludes in her video saying, needless to say, we will absolutely be attending this because these are my people.
That's fantastic.
Video's been viewed over 5 million times. That's the kind of thing Heidi would do, by the way.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
absolutely a Heidi party. Right? We don't even have kids, but I feel like we've got one of these parties coming. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Continued from yesterday, stuff we used to believe. This is a thing that was on Reddit where somebody said, what's something really not smart that you used to think was true?
I don't know where these people came from that used to think these things.
So this
but
don't drink and drive meant all drinks. My dad was super confused when I told him he wasn't allowed to have any soda until we got home. The high-pitched noise on hot summer days was electricity running through the power lines. I thought it was, that's what I thought it was, but it was really just grasshoppers. Still waiting for that watermelon in my stomach to come out. I remember that one. When you went to a fast food place, the default drink was Coke, and if you wanted something else, you'd press the button on the lid for diet, for instance, and now you would have Diet Coke. Remember the little things on the lid?
Yeah, the little indentations.
They thought when you pushed that changed what was in the cup. My mom told me we used to be apes. I believed her, but I didn't understand why there were no photos of me when I was an ape. And finally, when I was about 6, I asked my dad what the button on the top of the clock was for by my bed. He said it was for the alarm. From then on, I was afraid to push it because I thought it would call the fire department.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. I've got the rest of the list from yesterday in the show notes, and this now is in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at insurancechicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at insurancechicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to insurancechicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at insurancechicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? Insurancechicken.com. That's insurancechicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Quote today is from Marty Allen, who says, a study of economics usually reveals that the best time to buy anything is last year.
Pretty much. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it works. Oh, man, we should have bought this when it was cheaper last year. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. And this is just kind of a silly, fun story, but I just like it because it's lighthearted and fun, and I wish that more people would do this kind of stuff. It's a prank, but it's a very fun, very doesn't hurt anybody kind of prank.
Okay.
So, headline, hilarious Cracker Barrel prank by two best friends leaves viewers in stitches. So, here's what they did. These two decided to go to their local Cracker Barrel, and this was a store in Georgia. And then the hilarious escape unfolded during a slow lunch hour. So, they went in and did this, but they had to plan ahead of time. They were in there, and they noticed a bunch of antique photos on the wall, and they decided, let's add our own photo.
Okay.
So they staged a photo of the two of them, but it was in black and white, and they put it in a little frame. So Ashley Zessin-Shelley and Darcy Gashweiler waited for the right opportunity to place a new piece of decor up on the store's mantle when no employees were looking. After they finished eating, the best friends posed for a picture in front of it and then drove home. The hilarious decor is a black frame with a black and white photo of Ashley and Darcy posing outdoor in overalls while a chicken rests on Darcy's arm. And then they recorded a video of them doing this. It says, this is the best thing ever that I've ever seen, one commenter said on there. This is the kind of prank I can get behind. So cute and wholesome, and nobody's getting hurt. 2 days later, Ashley and Darcy headed back to their local Cracker Barrel to see if their photo was still up. The official Cracker Barrel account on TikTok commented on their video too, and it says, I'll never tell. That's what Cracker Barrel said.
Cute.
Isn't that just the best? I think that's really cool. And there are crazy pranks and things that people do where when it's all said and done, it cost somebody money, they got hurt, they did something mean. This is just good, clean fun.
Right, it is. It's
so I like that. It's the kind of thing I could see Heidi doing this as well. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
I could see this. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Oh, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.